Friends, welcome to Brain OScientia, your own classroom. In the question series, this is the part 3 of Neet biology questions from the chapter Cell Cycle and Cell Division. First, let's start the questions. The given figure is the representation of certain events of a particular stage of cell division. Which is this stage? Let's see the diagram. Okay, here you see the diagram and we need to answer and which stage this happens. That means here this is called what? Centromere complex or chiasma formation. We need to answer and when this happens. Prophase I during meiosis, Prophase II during meiosis, prophase of mitosis, both prophase and metaphase of mitosis. So let me make it clear that this centromere complex or chiasma formation or crossing over, all this takes place in meiosis, not in meiosis. That means option number C and option D are incorrect. Now I move to option A and option B we have. So during Prophase II of meiosis, this thing not going to happen. The option A is left. That means Prophase I of meiosis. The correct option is option A. Prophase I of during meiosis. Next question. Identify the meiotic stage in which the homologous chromosomes separate while the sister chromatid remain associated at their centromeres. We need to identify the meiotic stage in which homologous chromosomes separate while the sister chromatid remain associated at their centromeres. This is the photograph. You see, the sister chromatid remain attached to each other and homologous chromosomes are separated. Homologous chromosome after recombination they are separated, but sister chromatids remain attached with each other. So answer is Metaphase I, Metaphase II, Anaphase I or Anaphase II. Option is option C, Anaphase I. Select the correct option with respect to mitosis. So here we need to find out the correct option related to mitosis. Chromatids separate but remain in the center of the cell in anaphase. Chromatid starts moving opposite pole in the telophase. Golgi and endoplasmic reticulum are still visible at the end of the prophase. Chromosomes moves to the spindle equator and get aligned at the equatorial plane. The answer is, you see, this is the diagram. All the chromosomes remain in the equatorial position. Okay, what will be the answer? Answer is chromosome move to the spindle equator and get aligned the equatorial plate. In metaphase stage, all the chromosomes remain in the equatorial position, and after that, it is followed by anaphase. This the centromere splits and the chromosomes move apart from each other towards the pole. Next question. At metaphase, chromosomes are attached to the spindle fibers by their satellites, secondary constrictions. Option C, kinetochores or centromeres. This is very easy question. Chromosomes are attached to the spindle fiber with the help of kinetochore. So answer is option C, kinetochore. Next question. During mitosis, endoplasmic reticulum disappear at which phase of mitosis? Late prophase and nucleolus begin to early prophase, late metaphase and early prophase. Question is early. Answer is early prophase. Early prophase, endoplasmic reticulum starts disappear as well as nucleolus begin to disappear. Synapsis occurs between Where synapsis occurs between mRNA and ribosome, there is no such questions of mRNA and ribosomes here. The first option is incorrect. Second option, the spindle fibers and the centromere. Synapsis never happens with the spindle fiber and the centromere. Two homologous chromosomes and the last option, male and the female gamete. This is also not the option. The option B is correct because synapsis takes place between the homologous chromosome. When they come close together, leads to the formation of chiasma, and after the crossing over takes place, leads to recombination of chromosome part takes place. The option C is correct. Given below is a schematic breakup of the phases stages of cell cycle. Which one of the following is the correct indication of the stage phase in the cell cycle? So this is the diagram. We need to say that which of the phases represent the correct is C. You see, C is related to cytokinesis. This is not karyokinesis. Karyokinesis means what? Where nuclear division is matter. That means prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, all these things happen. That is called karyokinesis. So C represent actually cytokinesis. So this is wrong one. D is a synthetic phase. Yes, D is the synthetic phase because in D DNA is formed. A is related to, this is not, A is not related to cytokinesis. A is related to metaphase, and B is left to metaphase. Metaphase no, is a metaphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase. B is related to actually anaphase according to diagram. So this is also wrong one to answer. Option B is correct. That is D is related to synthetic phase. Next question: at what stage of the cell cycle are histone protein synthesized in aquatic cell? That means what is histone protein? We need to first know what is histone protein. Histone is a protein made up of 8 proteins. It is also called histone octamer. DNA is wrapped around histone protein after replication, or when the DNA in free state wrapped in a protein-like structure called histone. So the question is that what stage of the cell cycle are histone proteins synthesized in aquatic cell? In which stage the histone proteins are synthesized? During G stage of prophase, during S phase, during anter-prophase, during telophase. The answer is during S phase. During S phase, histone proteins are required. New histone proteins are required because in S phase, new DNA molecules are formed. As a result, histone proteins are required. Just after the replication, the DNA wrapped around the protein, and this happens in S phase of the cell cycle. Next question: in a somatic cell cycle, in G1 phase, DNA content is double the amount of DNA present in the original cell. G1 phase. So this is wrong one because G1 is followed by synthetic phase, then G2 phase where DNA content is double. So first option is incorrect. DNA replication takes place in S phase. Yes, DNA replication takes place in S phase. Let's see the other two options. A short interphase is followed by a long mitosis. No. Mitotic phase is short whereas interphase is long. G2 phase follows mitotic phase. No. Actually, G2 phase follows mitotic phase. Not actually mitotic phase follows G2. That means after G2 mitotic phase takes place. So option B is correct. DNA application takes place in S phase. So my dear students, if you like the video, kindly share the video and subscribe my channel for future upcoming videos. You'll get notification. If you turn on the notification bell, you'll get the notification. Okay, thank you.